Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to make my 28-week pregnancy update, and I totally meant to do this like multiple days ago because I am now 29 weeks and 4 days today, so I'm a little behind on getting that recorded, but I was legitimately busy the days that I wanted to do it, so I'm getting to it today. Better late than never, right? So in week 28, the baby is about 14.8 inches long, about the size of an eggplant, and about 2¼ pounds. I won't go over any other details, I just wanted to tell you guys, like, you know, the weight and length, because I've kind of been doing that in my past update videos, but otherwise I have a list on my phone this time of the symptoms or things that I was experiencing. So for 28 weeks I have written down feeling huge, which I do sometimes, not all the time though. Like, there are actually times that I will forget that I'm pregnant because I'm used to walking really fast all the time. I'm like a speed walker, and I'll be walking fast and getting out of breath, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. I can't be walking this fast anymore. Also, my feet will now start to hurt if I am on them for too long, and that'll be like for anywhere really, just like in a store, cooking at home. I went out and bought some padded slippers for the house, but they're not as padded as I thought they were, or maybe they are, they just don't feel like it, I don't know. I also have down ribs, hips, and back starting to hurt, and that's not very often because I'm not really like in pain or anything, which is really lucky because a lot of people that are not as far as I am right now have complained about being in pain, having pains, and I'm not really experiencing any. It'll be just here and there. I mean, I can feel my hips sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that's because she's like pushing against them. In week 28, I had some light cramping, like 2 of the 7 days. I don't think it was anything serious because I wasn't bleeding or anything like that. It was just kind of crampy, probably from the uterus still expanding because the baby is still growing, and I don't know particularly if the uterus continues to expand or not, but I do know that she's running out of room, and at this point she's starting to pack on weight and get that extra fat, because at this point babies are completely proportionate or proportional. They're pretty much developed. They just have to gain some weight. My stomach is starting to get really tight and itchy a little more than it has been in the past, and I've still neglected to put any type of cream or lotion or anything on my stomach, and I still don't have stretch marks. Somebody told me that at this point, if I don't have them, then I probably will not get them, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna rely on that advice too much because I still have 10-11 weeks, maybe not even quite that, since I'm almost 30 weeks, so it's kind of getting closer to 10, and then of course if the baby decides to come earlier it could be less, so we're starting to get pretty close. So I have a new body pillow. I have 2 now. I have this one, which is a plain straight pillow that can be picked up anywhere. It's not really a maternity body pillow, it's just like a large body pillow, and they have all kinds of pillow covers for these. My sister didn't use this, so she gave it to me because she was pregnant. Well, my nephew is a year old now, so she wouldn't be pregnant a year ago today, but about a year ago she was also pregnant and had this body pillow that my mom actually bought her, and she said she used it one time, didn't like it, and it was too hot. So she was like, you can totally have this and use it. And I did, except it's already gotten pretty flat and it's not very firm. It's like really soft, but there's not a lot of like, I don't know how to explain this, but like I put it between my legs because that's what you're supposed to do. It helps keep your hips from hurting, which clearly must be doing the job because I haven't really had pains, but it's just like not thick enough. So I got a second body pillow, which actually Phil got for me because I was complaining about being uncomfortable at night. So I have this really big pillow, which I'm gonna try to like leaf through the video. It is the Leech Co. brand, and you could actually get this from Walmart, which is where he got it, and it comes in different colors. But basically, this is meant for maternity, and this is the part that you sleep in, like your head. You lay your head on this part right here, and you can lay either way. You can lay, you know, this part on your stomach or facing your back. It depends on like what kind of support you need. But if you do look into this or anything, I'm sure if you even look up the brand, it should tell you online the different ways that you can use this. But it's literally meant to be like wrapped around your body for sitting in a chair, sitting on the couch, or propping yourself up in bed to watch TV. Whatever you really want to use it for, you can. And it's just really awesome, and it is a bit more firm, but I feel like I do use it a lot, so I will have to fluff it quite often to keep the firmness in the areas I want it to stay. But I would highly suggest a body pillow because you'll be pretty uncomfortable without one. So yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I might be starting to wear a lot of the same clothes in my videos. It doesn't necessarily mean that I recorded a bunch of videos at the same time or the same day. It's literally because I have like hardly anything to wear right now that fits, so I've been wearing the same things, like cycling through the same things that I can be wearing, and this dress is one of them because it's long enough. A lot of the dresses that I was able to still wear are now too short, and I don't feel comfortable going anywhere in them, so I had to buy a couple of new ones from Plato's Closet that were size larger than what I'm used to. But when I did go to look, surprisingly, I only found 3 dresses that were workable. I pulled out like 7, I think. So it is getting harder to find clothes that fit, but obviously, you know, I'm not specifically looking for maternity clothes because I'm trying to avoid having to pay an arm and a leg for them. And I'm also to the point where we opened our pool on Friday because it got really hot over the weekend, and it's going to continue to stay hot all week into next week, and I don't have a maternity bathing suit, and I don't know any place that actually sells them where you can go and try them on. And I'm terrified to order one online for the fear that it's not going to fit properly. And so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Probably just gonna try to wear my old bathing suit, say screw it. It's just gonna be me and my mom. The top might be a little tight or not covering the boobage because the boobs have grown since the beginning of all of this. So I don't know. We'll have to find out tomorrow because I definitely think I'm gonna be swimming tomorrow because it's supposed to be 90s again, and the pool water is already really warm, and we put like, you know, a foot of water in there from the hose, so it's already warm from today, from just leaving the solar cover on all day. It was that hot. And then last but not least, I have that I was shaking my legs a lot, which is like, you know, when people say stop your motor or whatever, when you're just constantly like shaking your leg or bouncing it up and down. I've been doing that a lot lately, and that's something that I've kind of always done, but it's been like a lot more noticeable lately. And it's probably because I'm getting anxious about time speeding up, and I just feel like my baby shower is less than a month away now, so it's gonna be here rather quickly, and I'll be finding out then if I got everything that I needed, and then if not, I guess I'll have to go and buy that. But for the most part, I'm just anxious and getting everything ready to go and getting the room ready, because not everything is out of the room yet that I want her to be in, but she will be in my room for a little while anyway. But I would like to get her sleeping in her own crib as soon as I can, because I know a lot of people are able to do that. Just depends on the baby and the routine, I guess, what they like, what they don't like, but I guess I'll figure it all out. But I'm just getting really anxious for all of that and figuring those things out, because this is all new to me and it's just terrifying, if I can be totally honest. But yeah, that is all I have for my 28-week update. I do not think there will be a 29-week update, because I'm almost 30 weeks and there's really nothing new to report except I routinely do have to pee at like 6 in the morning every day. I automatically wake up, and it's like my brain's kind of on a schedule, because I'll automatically also wake up at like 8:39 every day without an alarm. And it's probably because I go to bed at a decent time. I usually go to bed between like 10:30 to midnight every day. It could be any time between that, just depends on how tired I am, if I have anything to do, because like last night I think I went to bed at like 11 because I had nothing to do and I was tired and whatnot, so I went to bed. But that ends this video. I have to go start the vacuum for the pool and get that cleaned up. Just one more vacuum time around and it should be kind of pretty clear for tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!